All right, let's give this a try. We are going to test a few things at Auto Club, see what the car feels like here. First, I got to learn what the fast line is, and then we will work on a stable set. I think we've seen this car enough at Kentucky to know that stable set, long run, is going to be more valuable than a very fast set that gets crazy out of control later on. So right now I've got the iRacing open set. We're gonna go see what that feels like. Make sure I got my force feedback set right. It should be a lot more fun to test, if testing can be fun, because we will have to actually drive it rather than just pressing the gas. But that also means I am going to be a larger factor in screwing things up. So I don't have telemetry on right now. And alright, so we got our first snap. And pretty much with that, we're gonna say no to this set. Because I don't want any snap, especially that early. Now maybe it's just not anything that we can deal with. Let's look at the gearing. We've got a 3924. So let's go to is what I came up with for Kentucky. Did I not? I thought I saved that. Oh, I am just completely losing my mind or blind. Is it this one? I mean, I thought I saved it as a different name. Alright, well, let's just do what we know here. Get rid of all tow. Not going to worry about the front. And then, let's see. Because we're doing that, let's drop some weight at the rear. Or drop some weight on the rear. Offset. Okay, let's actually we don't that. Let's just go try it now without the tow. It's going to be a little slower. To begin with, just because we're not angling through the corners, but it should get rid of any of that unforeseen snapping. I hope. So center of the corner, we're going to be a little bit slower. It's going to be a little tighter all around. I think the high side's where we're going to want to be in the race. Just because you're going to put less wheel into it. It's still just wanting to snap there. So tow wasn't really the issue there. What is going on with the car? That seam? Is it the seam that's affecting me so much there? Kind of seems like right when we go over the seam. But, alright, let's see. We can... Let's just soften the rear. We'll just go on the bars. We'll just go as tight as we can go. And then if I'm still spinning out, we'll just try a different line. Well, I mean, it's going to be bad if the seam is having that much effect on the car, because I definitely cannot be that precise if I'm racing. And it could just be that the first couple of laps it's going to do that no matter what, so we just got to get through it. Might have to run up higher just so that we don't cross over it. Hey, we got around it. Kind of crossed over it earlier, I think. But it could be the rear bar change that I did. That got a little light on entry there. Try down low next lap. Just trying to get some baseline, stable car, and then we'll start looking at ride heights and working on that. Car is somehow very snappy if I put too much wheel in it, which, I mean, we found that out at Daytona. Let's go down low and see what happens here. With the wheel input, gonna be a little slower off the corner. Does it pick up enough speed to make up for it? And we're still a tenth quicker by the next lift point. Alright. So, I'm going to call that good for getting a baseline. $41.2. Let's fire up all the telemetry BS. Hopefully this doesn't break everything. So we're just gonna try to get ride heights low, and then I think we can start working on a bit of handling, but not much we're gonna be able to gain. I don't think we're gonna be able to get it much lower just with how bumpy this track is. But we are gonna go do one more run. Telemetry on. We'll start working the bars at the front and rear and see helped us out of the corner to be a little looser, or to tighten it up, get rid of that snap. So we'll kind of start working on that to get the car to feel a little more. And I don't think that did anything. It's not going to affect ride heights, and that's all this run is for, is ride heights. So let's go once around the top right now. We're going to scrape on the backstretch over some of these bumps no matter what. There's going to be big hits like that. That's no big deal. It's if we're scraping the whole time is where the speed is lost. And we'll go down around the bottom here. Two different reactions to the ride height, top and bottom. Get a little loose there. Getting slightly loose on entry. That good. 203. Alright, let me get this loaded up real quick. And ride heights are really damn high. Got a lot to gain here. Now the straightaways, there are some really heavy bumping, but let's throw this over on the screen. See it? So we want to be much lower, and right in the corners right now we are about an inch off the ground, and I think we're losing a lot there. So let's take a look at these ride heights because I haven't even looked at them. Yeah, we can go. Man, the rear is really high. All right, let's just take this thing down low because that's what worked at Kentucky. So let's go. Okay. Change that. It's too low. Heading the wrong way. Okay. So that is going to bring the rear down quite a bit. Let's go ahead and this for bumps on the backstretch, and I think that's the right way that I need to go with that. Alright, we'll see what that does. I'm only going to worry about the rear right now. Just think that's where we're going to get most of our speed. Let's see if I've completely destroyed it. Again, people that are running skew and can get that to work for them, they're going to be much quicker, but I think they're also going to have a bigger handful later on. I really don't think the spoiler is going to do much. After working on that Kentucky set, kind of seems like the spoiler is an afterthought, and really, if you're trying to get the spoiler in the air, I think it's only going to hurt where all the downforce comes from under the car. Now we hurt the balance a bit with this. That's why it's really slow and tight through the corner. We're just checking the rear end, ride height, see what we can do with it. Bottoming out quite a bit on the straights, but again, not a big deal. A little bottom out on the bottom. I'd say bottom a few more times there.
41.648.
A little bit of a hit there. Okay. Gets me an idea of what I need to know. Yeah, so we got the rear probably about as low as we can go because there's, well, we could actually go a little lower. Alright, let's get the front end down now. The front end really in the corners, not even close as well, and I think that'll help our balance and give us a better idea. Oops. I'm not even worrying about the attaching or not attached. Because I will forget and then make myself look like an idiot, more so than I already am. Okay, let's get toes all right there. We got the nose down a bit more. Rear end's down even a little further, and I think we can handle that. As long as the rear end is not just dragging on the straightaway. And let's go with that. See what we got. Hopefully this thing isn't just scraping the whole way. But I think the balance is gonna get helped here, and then we can fine-tune things to get some more turn in it. Again, this isn't showing you how to get the perfect set. This is showing you that even an idiot can tune things up. Because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I can get a little bit of speed out of it, I hope. Put it in the wall, and we'll... Nice. I thought we were just going to plow straight into it, but we hopped up on the wall. That might be a good thumbnail for this. You got to watch. Perfect. All right. We need to get some more turn in this car. Let's give that a go. heavy bumping on the backstretch here. Nothing we're going to be able to do about that. The little hits in the corner, no big deal. Once the tire pressures come up too, that's going to help. We'll have to work. I mean, look, we're already quicker than normal. Lifted off early there. It's a little loose down here, but through the middle of the corner, we're just so much quicker now, which is getting us off the corner quicker. That takes us down a 10th already. Let's go run it around the top. Middle or wherever I end up, make sure it's not gonna snap. It doesn't. Just on the edge of wanting to snap. I mean, you can see it on the Delta bar, how much we've gained just by lowering the car. And we've gained it on the straights and the corners. It's just so huge to get that perfect. And you don't need telemetry to do it. You can just go out, it's dragging too much. Okay, lower it. The big question is going to be long run, what happens, and do we start dragging the nose too much as the fuel burns off? I don't think we will, just because the nose isn't as low as it could be. A little loose down there. Now, is this fast lap times? Most likely not. I'm guessing that people are probably into the 40s quite far. Guessing setup shops will be at 0.7s with a good driver. But this is free and doesn't feel dirty. And I also think that long run wise, based on what we saw at Kentucky, this is going to be a little better. So if it goes too loose on you, always work with right set spring, offset in the pits, adjusting with the right arrow, so positive, just righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So negative is loose and with the left arrow. Don't take too big of swings with this car, because I still don't. I mean, sometimes you have to if you feel like you need a massive swing at it, but those are really our only options. Hopefully we get the weight jacker pit adjustment, because I don't, maybe that's what that really is. I know I've seen some people calling it a weight jacker, and I wasn't sure if that was just the offset or not, but for a pit adjustment. Alright, so now we can look at tires, and those actually look fine. Really not concerned about that. Right front is wearing a hell of a lot more. but that's just always going to happen. Really, I mean, yeah, we could go into finer adjustments, but you're going to have to, let's just, for the hell of it, see what some skew does to it. And it might be a qualifying option. Because I think the skew, no matter what, is just going to make it too difficult to hook up later in a race. But if you're looking for that fast time in qualifying, it might be you have a skew set until iRacing locks it down based on new rules. But you have a skew set for Q and probably a bit more air pressure in the tires. Let's see. Maybe this is skewing the wrong way, and that's why it was faster in Daytona. Oh yeah, it's skewed the wrong way. That's just why it was faster in Daytona. Skew it the right way. So iRacing will probably lock it down so that you can't skew it the other way, but it's not really going to be a factor. This way, you're only allowed so much. Because this is getting the right rear out in the air. Yeah, we can only go to, can we go positive 2 here? Can we go positive 3? We can. Where can we go? Yeah, we don't want to do that. We'll just keep it positive 2. So yeah, Daytona, we were skewing it the other way to get down the straights quicker, since the right rear spoiler is higher in the air on the straightaways. So if you get that out of the air and put the left spoiler out in the air a little more, that's a little lower, then it has a better chance of getting under all the wash coming off the roof. But this skew is all about helping the car turn. Yeah, it feels really unstable right now and instantly around. So if you can balance it, I think you can get through the corners a little better, center, but I think long run wise, tire heat, it's just going to really destroy you and just isn't worth it. So you can probably get the rear end a little lower in the car, probably do a bit more work, but I think this is what we are going to go with. I will go ahead and just put this in the forum so you don't have to try to figure out all of this. Maybe a little more weight to the rear to help get it off the right front. And yeah, we'll see once we get into a race what it can do. But that is a quick little guide. We got a 10th out of it. And we'll see what everyone else can come up with, what other clicks they can do, and see what Dan comes up with when he sends me the NIS set. So I'll probably run this in a couple of days, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.